welcome to the Loud Women Radio Show. I'm Cassie Fox, and I will be your host for the next 2 hours here on Louder Than More Radio. We've got a beautiful show coming up for you today. Lots and lots of new music that just happens to be powered by female artists. Later on, we've got a very special guest who we keep talking about on the show. Her ears must have been burning. Last few shows, we've either been talking about her or playing her music. She's in lots and lots of bands that we absolutely love, and she runs one of our favourite venues, the Lexington. It is, of course, the legend that is Delia Sparrow. But first of all, let's see who else we've got on the panel today. I can see a Charley Stone. Hello, Charley.
Hey, Cassie. How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you? I'm having a lovely Easter here.
Yeah, I just got back. I just had a couple of Easter dates, actually. I was off with Sleeper up north doing a couple of shows, so I'm just back from that. And
Mollie
great to be, yeah, and it's great to be back. And I loved listening to Ngaire's Easter special show, actually. And we've got Ngaire on the panel as well today. So hi, Ngaire.
Hello, Charley. I was just going to say, oh, it's so nice to see Charley again. But I know that you've been in your element with Sleeper, and I have seen the food that you were delivered. I mean, old-fashioned proper touring where you get treated like an artisan who's going to work long hours.
Point of order, that was the catering was with the Desperate Journalist supporting Sway Tour the week before. But I did eat fairly well with Sleeper.
Yeah, so tell me something interesting about Desperate Journalist. Don't they have an album or EP coming out or something?
Well, they've got a live album out at the moment.
They've got a live album out at the moment, and they've been doing some gigs. That's what's going on in my head with them. Yeah. Okay. I'm really pleased to see Kirsten. I'm a bit of a Kirsten fan. We worked together last week on my Easter special vintage radio show, and I really enjoyed it. It was like proper old school, wasn't it, Kirsten?
It was a fantastic show. It was, yeah, really, really glad to be part of that. And so much new music for my, well, not new music for anyone but me, probably, but lots of new stuff for my playlist. But
yeah, that was the idea, because we assume everyone knows who these bands are, but they don't. And it's time we use them as reference points rather than saying a Riot Girl band. Well, there were a lot of bands. They weren't all Riot Girl. Name the blimmin' band.
Sorry. Yeah, I think you covered that pretty well. But I mean, even more exciting than me, I would say, is that we have a new panelist this week. So hi Donya.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here. My first time on radio, and I'm just really excited and grateful to be with all these amazing panelists. So I'm Donya, I'm a DJ, I'm a sound healer, I'm a podcaster, and I'm passionate about music. And later on, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my favorite drum and bass producers.
Hang on a minute, I have to rewind there. You said something about, now it sounded like sound dealer, but I think it was sound healer.
Yes, I'm a sound healer.
I will have to get back to you another time about that.
Definitely.
That sounds very interesting, doesn't it, everyone?
I'd be quite interested in a sound dealer as well. But that's for another show. Donya, you're very, very welcome here. Welcome to the Loud Women Show.
Thank
you. It's great to have you here, and really excited to hear the music that you've brought. Something completely different, I think, to what we're used to. You're going to have to do a bit of convincing, I'm afraid, for these particular punk ears. That,
no problem.
That drum and bass is the way forward, but I'm sure you can do it. In the meantime, shall we jump into the Loud Women Mega Mix? Particularly fine selection, I think, this week. Let's get going.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I got my thumb on the hand grenade. When I lost it, I really lost it. I showed you the line, but you crossed it. And now I'm running. I'm always running to keep the end. The fear of coming. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I got my thumb on the hand grenade. I'm not your victim. trapped within a dream. The solution's playing games around your head. That's not to do with me. You can't remember what you just said. It's fixated in your mind, and you never realize that you lied. Being kicked out by a 3-hit. Is your outfit? See your face, your eyes are shaking. Take a break, your sight is fading. I've seen that look, you're hallucinating. What have you been taking? Your eyes are shaking, your sight is fading. Hallucinating, it begs the question, what have you been taking? You're trapped within a dream. The solution's playing games around your head. That's not to do with me. You can't remember what you just said. Fixated in your mind, and you never realize that you lied. Being kicked out by a 3-eye. You're trapped within a dream. The solution's playing games around your head. That's not to do with me. You can't remember what you just said. Fixated in your mind, and you never realize that you lied. Being kicked out by a 3-eye.
Thank you.
Like living before you were gone. So I
listening to the Loud Women radio show on Louder Than More Radio. In fact, that was the Loud Women Mega Mix. And if you're not smiling right now, then you have no soul, quite frankly, and we cannot help you. So let's go back through that Mega Mix and let you know what you're listening to there. First of all, you heard Be Your Own Pet. They are a band who split up 16 years ago, in fact, got back together a year ago, and that's their single HandGrenade. Following that, you heard Auckland's The Beths. That was Watching the Credits, and that is taken from their third album, Expert in a Dying Field, which is coming out soon. Next up, we heard The 25th Hour, which is a new band from Manchester, and that was their single Off It, which just came out on the 7th of April. Following that, what was the next track then, Charley Stone?
That was Why Are You So Boring by Desperate Journalist. It was a live version that we recorded for the Live at JT Saw album, which has just been released on vinyl. You can get it on Bandcamp and so on, because we've just got back from touring with Suede, and
you may have mentioned that a couple of times.
Yeah, so this is it's a live album that we recorded last summer, basically.
Excellent, very excellent it is too. Following Desperate Journalists, you heard that was Bully with Days Move Slow, and that was a song that was written in tribute to their dog Mitzi, which is very nice. Following that, then that last really cheerful song was Itchy and the Nits by Itchy and the Nits, and that is their band theme tune. They're a Sydney band, and I love them. I don't know anything about them apart from that theme tune, but that just tells me all I need to know. And I love that all bands should have theme tunes, shouldn't they? In fact, that would make a great show. We should do a whole show of bands that have their own theme tune.
Well, I was once in a band called Spy 51, and one of our tracks was themed from Spy 51.
There you go. I was thinking of I, Doris as well. We have the Just Some Doris theme tune. I'm sure there are more, but there's 3 anyway, so that's going to make a show anyway. Stay tuned for that. Coming up next week in Brighton, we are hosting a gig, a really exciting gig. There's going to be Avoid, Wolves and Beige at the Pipeline. It's kind of like a triple header. All 3 of these bands are amazing. That's on the 19th of April at the Pipeline in Brighton, which is a teeny tiny little venue. If you've not been there, it's about the size of your living room, however big that is. So do come along to that if you're in Brighton. We're going to give you a little taste of that, as it's such a special gig. Let's kick off, as we'll be kicking off at the Pipeline, with Beige.
Forever anticipating doubts I hear. I'm the reason you want to go, 'cause the way that I feel leaves you in the cold. Oh, I'm just an animal and I'm out of control. The storm has arrived and it's taking it all. So taking the best you've known, and you gotta let it all go. Can't let you cheat me, so I'm breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. Undefeated, got a heart full of fire that can light up the darkest of nights unknown. And now you're calling to meet me. I won't speak, I'm waking up. So taking the best you've known, and you gotta let it all go. Can't let you cheat me, so I'm breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. You said I'm cool for a girl, but the weight of the world, so I'll be breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. If you should let me go. Ha! You don't like the way I speak, but you wanna talk, and you ain't the only reason for why I'm ready to walk. I know you hate it when I just walk away. I believe it's time to call it a day. You know you wanna leave me, so go. And I know you hate it when I say bye. Taking the best you've known, and you gotta let it all go. Can't let you cheat me, so I'm breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. You said I'm cool for a girl, but the weight of the world, so I'll be breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. I'm taking the best you've known, and you've gotta let it all go. Can't let you cheat me, so I'm breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. You said I'm cool for a girl, but the weight of the world, so I'll be breaking it on my own. And you will never know if you should have let me go. If you should let me go. If you should let me go. Now I know I should let you go. Your faithful companion has returned. I've lost patience, I'm tired of waiting. When the mind's ill, the body follows. Nothing appeals to me, but I wake up tomorrow. Out in my kennel, I'm sick as a dog, tossed out in the cold autumn days, limping around, straying of the path passed out in the cold autumn days, limping around, straying up the path is so sick as the dark. Take me out for a shot, leads me to a place from where I can't find my way back home as you disappear into the fog. Yeah, I'm sick as the dark, when all the changes make you lose the blood and bring you to a state of dissociation.
You're listening to the Louder in Radio show. You just heard Avoid with Sick as a Dog. Before that was Wolf's Let You Go. And before that was Beige with Master Blaster. And those are the three bands that are coming to join us next week in Brighton, 19th of April. That's Wednesday night at the Pipeline. Righty. Next up, a band, LibraLibra, who we absolutely love. They're a kind of Brighton band that we've been following avidly. They played our Louder Fest a couple of years ago, and they're just going on to quite wonderful things. Mollie Smith, our roving reporter, went off to have a little chat with them about their new EP, which is out now, and it's called Cut.
So obviously we're here to talk about your EP Sadface, but for those who don't know you or don't know LibraLibra, if you had to do an elevator pitch or like describe the band, what would that be?
So I think we're kind of emotionally fueled, very dramatic, a bit artistic, kind of pop rock. I think we've got elements of pop, elements of rock, mashing it all together. But yeah, I think just with a heightened sense of drama and very emotionally fueled, I would say.
In your own words, the songs on the EP collectively come together and act as a witness to the fall from grace, loss of innocence, grief, hysteria, being proclaimed mad in the face of trauma and consequently descending into madness. So with an EP like that, what does the writing process look like when it comes to creating a sound that is so representative of your experiences, but are also then going to be put out into the public domain and listened to by people who haven't been through everything that you've been through?
So I think with anything that we've written, it comes very organically. It's not like I don't enter a writing space thinking this is what I'm going to say or this is what I need to say. How I write with Guy and Joe especially is I'm very triggered just in terms of what I hear and what comes out of my head by sound. So if like I hear a selection of chords or like a specific beat kind of amalgamated together, I start to kind of from there suddenly will see a pathway to a whole melody, and with the melody comes sound, which eventually forms into words. And there's always like kind of a handful of words that kind of stick out to me and stay and need to be in that specific melodic place for some reason. And then kind of I can form sentences or piece or lyrics from there, I guess. And then from quite early on in that stage, I kind of start to realize the thing that I'm trying to say or something that I'm thinking about in particular that forms kind of the lyrics for me especially, and then kind of the emotion and the sense of how it needs to be just comes naturally from there. So I don't ever intend to probably say some of the things that I say it just comes from hearing the sound, if that makes any sense at all. But the actual form of the song is usually written in one day and technically like a demo, and then we kind of go from there. And then kind of at the end of the day, kind of just in terms of what I've written in front of me, I'm like, oh, okay, I think for me that's what maybe something that I've been trying to say, or something that I needed to kind of go back and think about, or I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't, but yeah, no, I'm never writing with the intention of like, oh, I really want to proclaim this or say this or like delve into this. Maybe, at some point I would try writing that way, but I think just how these songs have come, especially, it is just from hearing little sound bites, and then something just kind of comes from there, really.
Is it scary to put out an EP and be like, this is so authentically who I am, what I felt and what I experienced?
I think as well, like I might have an idea of what the song means to me, but I never want to, just from being a music listener myself, and I love music and I have all those songs that, I don't know if you have just songs that you like, sometimes you just need to put on because they create such a sense of feeling for you personally, so I never want to like make everyone be like, this is what you must feel when you listen to this song, because I want someone to listen to a piece of music and be transported to where they need to go, what they want to feel. And I hope that, I hope that maybe our music can help people kind of take them places and be a cathartic process, or maybe an uplifting one, or something, but whatever that person feels. So it's daunting because you don't know how people are going to receive it, and there is a element that it is they're personal, but it's also, this one especially has been really cathartic because a lot of things came up that I've really never been able to, and it's only been in the last few years that I've been able to really start to understand and work on personally, and kind of maybe start to, the music started to kind of act as I guess it's a bit healing, if that makes sense. It's all very weird. It's very daunting. But you're right, like the music, it's not, we don't write to be like, oh, we want to do this on TikTok, or we probably should do that. I don't know, we just write because we just want to do it. And I think if we didn't do it, we would be lost a bit. So it's something to make us whole, and it's just a bonus, and it's a privilege if people do want to listen to it.
It's Brix.
You're listening to the Louder Than Radio show on Louder Than More Radio. You just heard LibraLibra Sadface, and before that was a little report by Mollie Smith, talking to Beth Cannon from LibraLibra about their new EP. So now for something completely different, over to Donya. I believe you're going to introduce us to some liquid DNB, which I must admit, when I saw your email, I thought it must be some kind of vaping thing that young people do these days. But tell us, what is liquid DNB?
So liquid drum and bass is a subgenre of drum and bass, but it tends to be more soulful, more melodic, with singers on it. And I'm really excited to introduce some really incredible female producers and DJs. The first one being Charley Brix, who is one of my favourite artists in drum and bass at the moment. She's spent about the past decade exploring underground electronic music. She's well known as a vocalist, but she's actually just produced her first debut album, The Art of Change. And this is one of my favourite from the album, and it's called 13.
Seem to come and go again, only when I hear your name. Melodies, they keep rolling off my tongue. Oh, they take away pain. Promises of a chance to start again. Never learn from your mistakes. More than this, only got yourself to blame, but it's okay. Too much, too young. Where was your love? Too much, too young. Where was your love? Honestly, I tried, but I can't lie. I never knew why. Wondering what it takes to make you act this way. Stumbling over every single word I never said. Too much, too young. Where was your love? Too much, too young. Where was your love?
Loud women!
Did you ever just love somebody so much that everything you do is never want someone to get close to just laugh at the pressure that we go through. Cause all of this don't mean much. No. Did you ever just love somebody so much and everything you do is never enough and all we ever do is turn it up? Or do you ever just want someone to get close to just laugh at the pressure that we go through? Cause all of this don't mean much. No.
Did you ever feel love? Did you ever feel lost? Simply was it real forever? Maybe was it real lost? Merely guaranteed trust. If our staggered needs must. Many things I don't remember but apparently crushed everything that we touched. But that's the other side of it. Cause every time I see you it's like my artist gets astride a bit. I kiss your smiling lips. This roller coaster got my mind in bits. I seen this movie but I'm finding clips in between the vinyl skips, underneath the diamond tips. Every time we touch it leaves my mind eclipsed. Why am I trying to find a glitch? Sometimes these things are perfect just the way they is. Instead of trying to make a list of all the boxes never ticked and never feel the benefits of all this love we never lived. No, but I'm prepared to take the risk, cause it's never felt like this.
Did you ever just love somebody so much? Yeah, everything you do is never enough. Yeah, all we ever do is turn it down. But whoever just wants someone to get close to just laugh at the pressure that we go through. Cause all of this don't mean much. No. Did you ever just love somebody so much? Yeah, everything you do is never enough. Yeah, all we ever do is turn it down. But whoever just wants someone to get close to just laugh at the pressure that we go through. Cause all of this don't mean much. No, no.
We've all got our remedies when your head gets too full of memories. You've been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. You've been taking it further than anyone. The look in your eyes says you're nearly gone. But how can I leave in case you don't come home? In case you don't come home. Too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were. You've been spending too much time strung out and giving up. So I'll never leave in case you make it out. Remedies, we've all got our remedies when your head gets too full of memories. Oh, you've been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. You've been taking it further than anyone. that says you gotta run. You don't wanna go. It's gonna break you if you don't. Remedies. Too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were. Ooh. Remedies. I don't need to call you, I know where you'll be every time you leave. I'm not trying to change you, I just want you to see that I miss the way you feel. We've all got our remedies when your head gets too full of memories. You've been losing your way again. The whites of your eyes don't seem the same. Remedies. Too many late nights, passing the same lines, looking for friends in places they don't hide. Working your way through another one, looking for comfort but getting none. I wanna know where you've really gone. You've been taking it further than anyone. You tell me you got this, but I miss the way you were.
You're listening to the Loud Women Radio Show, and that was a little mini mega mix there. Charley Brix 13, Flava D with All We Ever Do, and then following that was Mollie Collins and Ruth Royall with Remedies. Tell us about those tracks, Donya.
So Flava D, again, one of the biggest producers and DJs in drum and bass right now. She previously started with producing garage, grime and bassline. It's now really big in drum and bass. And All We Ever Do is quite a soulful liquid track from her. And Mollie Collins, again, huge female artist in drum and bass. She was crowned the best breakthrough DJ at the Drum and Bass Awards in 2017 and the best female artist in 2020. She recently just produced a new track called Shut It Down with Eliza, but that one you heard was one of her more soulful, liquid, chill tracks called Remedies.
Yay. Those were lovely. I don't know whether I was converted, but I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. I'll be honest. Keep it real. I kind of missed the guitars. I kind of felt that they could have, chucked in a bit of a solo there. But yeah, no, they're beautiful tracks. Thank you very much, Donya, for broadening my horizons there. Speaking of broad horizons, Kirsten, our loud woman of the week. Kirsten seems to be joined by a fluffy friend there. Who is your friend?
Yeah, this is my dog, Samwise, because I'm not nerdy enough apparently. No, he's been crying for the past 5 minutes while I've been recording in here, so I thought I'd save him from his loneliness.
But for the benefit of the listeners, Samwise is a fluffy poodle. Is he a poodle?
He's a peaches and cream poodle, which I didn't know was a colour, but apparently it is.
He's lush.
That is cute.
Sorry, we're all completely distracted now. Tell us about the Loud Woman of the Week. Who's the Loud Woman of the Week this week, Kirsten?
So the Loud Woman of the Week is a Riot Girl icon described by Rolling Stone as a punk rock heroine. It is Sleater-Kinney's Corin Tucker. who is amazing in Sleater-Kinney, but has done so much more than that as well. She's also a member of the alt-rock supergroup Filthy Friends, and that's along with sort of like REM and Nirvana alumni, among many other legends. She was, before Sleater-Kinney, was a founding member of Heavens to Betsy, and has had so many different music projects over the years, but has also done so much more than music. She guest starred in bandmate Carrie Brownstein's TV show Portlandia, has made several appearances in films as herself. She also has a long protest history. She's campaigned for pro-choice, campaigned against the Iraq War, deforestation, US immigration and customs enforcement, oil pipelines, the list goes on. And when all of that isn't enough to keep her busy, she also has a day job as a web developer for a healthcare company, which includes like making interactive media, like training and information videos. So she's said in interviews before that her heroes were women who have had long careers and have done a lot of different things. So she references Patti Smith, Maya Angelou, Nora Ephron, but she's clearly done this herself.
Awesome. A busy Loud On of the Week, and a reminder that rock stars need day jobs as well, which is always a good reminder. Anyway, I think I just heard the doorbell actually, so let's have a little listen to some Sleater-Kinney. This is one, Charley Stone, you chose this one, Burn Don't Freeze. And let's see who's at the door while we're listening to this.
Force my eyes
listening to the Loud Women Show on Louder Than War Radio, and you just heard Do You Always Dress Like That in Front of Other People's Boyfriend, a song by Mambo Taxi. Mambo Taxi were a band that were around in the 90s, and they featured our special guest today. This week's guest is a stalwart of the DIY music scene. Over the course of 3 decades, she's been playing in many, many bands, and she's also worked in record shops like Rough Trade and worked at venues like the Lexington, promoting shows, writing fanzines and doing gig listings, and basically being an all-round one of the nicest, most supportive people you could meet in the world of bands. Please welcome our dear friend, Delia Sparrow.
Thanks, Charley. Thanks, Loud Women.
It's so great having you on, Delia. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm still at work, so I'm going to have to mention the Lexington a few times to balance the books.
Well, actually, funny, because we are having a Loud Women show at the Lexington, I think, aren't we, Cassie? What?
We are. I was just looking up the date, actually. It's the obviously, I know off the top of my head, you know what I'm like with dates. 14th of June, we're at the Lexington, aren't we, Delia, with Death Pill, Shooting Daggers,
yes,
an unpronounceable Japanese band who are amazing. And
is that the one?
Babies.
Are they the ones that emailed me and I forwarded it to you? The Japanese band.
Oh, I know, that was another one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oops.
But but they're amazing, and the tickets are absolutely flying out. I should let you know that, actually.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, so if you want to come along to that, get yourselves over to Eventbrite or Dice or whatever and get some tickets. But yeah, we love putting on gigs at the Lexington.
We love having you. I mean, I work in conjunction with Matty, doing the booking and stuff like that, and we do particularly like having bands that aren't straight white blokes. There are some amazing straight white blokes, don't get me wrong, but it's always nice to have some different things.
Yeah, totally. Delia, you and I have known each other since 1993. I worked it out because your band Mambo Taxi used to give support slots to my band Frantic Spiders.
The Excellent.
Oh, thank you. But we used to, because we were kind of part of a group of bands that was that kind of were grouped around the UK Riot Girl scene, I guess. Sort of it's a bit, not everyone was Riot Girl, you know. But the reason I wanted to get you on the show because there was that screening recently that I went to of the 1994 video fanzine called Getting Close to Nothing, which, by the way, listeners, is available on the YouTube. And you were on the Q&A afterwards. And I just thought, I wondered if you could tell the listeners a little bit about that doc and about the bands that were in it and sort of how Mambo Taxi fitted into all that.
Well, Getting Close to Nothing was kind of a compilation of videos and also some live footage and also some interconnecting links by Nick Abrahams and Mikey Tompkins that used to make videos for Mambo Taxi, Huggy Bear, Stereo Lab, Corner Shop, Kinnicky, a bunch of bands, and they made really, really good high quality videos. They weren't just a live video, or they really put effort into it. They were really beautiful. Some of the videos are beautiful, and so they decided that there weren't enough fanzines. They didn't do writing, so they would do a video fanzine. So that's what that was. And they actually sold it, a video cassette, because this is the olden days. And it sold okay. It sold okay. And the place where they put this on in Bethnal Green, they got in touch with me and to talk to me about who they could get on the panel or who they could get to play. And I didn't really realize until the night that it was 30 years since that video. And wow. And I am now, Mambo Taxi are heritage rock.
Yes.
So you can file us with all the Rolling Stones reissues and the Beatles and I don't know, Pulp and Blondie and Human League. And any day now, I swear Mambo Taxi are going to get reissued on that half-speed remastered limited edition gatefold sleeve coloured vinyl.
Yeah, with a sold-out show
Definitely.
at the Roundhouse or Brix Academy, eh?
All the bands from then, I swear, play to 1 million more people than they ever did.
I mean, that was what's funny. We're watching that video because it's like, you know, Bikini Kill, who, you know, reformed and sold out Brix Academy and stuff, and like that, and you see them playing to like 50 people in some room in a pub in Camden.
They're playing the White Horse, which was the biggest shithole in Hampstead, you know. They're playing these crappy little basements where they'd be playing and knock a tile off the ceiling that was hanging loose. And
I was there.
There you go.
I was in the audience with the dog. That was it.
Yes. I was that dog, yeah. No, they none of these bands played. I'll be at Lexington and somebody will email, oh, we've got this band, they're back from the 90s. And I'll be thinking, I swear that band didn't play to more than 20 people. And then they'll sell it out and I'll be like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So, heritage rock.
So Delia, was Mambo Taxi your first band? Actually, I've just realised I don't actually know. Was that your first, or had you already been around the blocks by then?
I was in bands that never really played live. One of my first bands that had a practice was with Elvina, who ended up in Headbutt.
Oh, right,
for Sperm Whales. And me and her did a band, and we had 2 songs. And a friend of ours, Nick Brown, who was in the Membranes, which was fronted by John Robb, who has major Louder Than War connections, as far as I remember. He said, can I be your bassist? And we said, yes. And he turned up at my house with a big, massive amp like this. And he came and he said, oh, you got any songs? And we went, yeah, we've got a song. And then so we taught it to him. We played it once, and we went, right, let's have some sweets and crisps. He went, aren't you gonna play any more songs or play that song again? We were like, why? We didn't quite understand how it worked at that point. But that band never made it live, sadly. Mambo Taxi is the first band that people ever paid to see.
All right, yeah.
How's that? That's for definition.
Yeah. And so that whole time, that was quite an exciting time in terms of, I think there was a real energy, wasn't there, when with that whole, you know, with the whole stuff that was happening in the States with Riot Girl and so on. It kind of brought
that was, I mean, when Mambo Taxi started, I think it was kind of pre-Bikini Kill, or maybe Bikini Kill was happening over there, but we started maybe simultaneously kind of thing. And I think the people in Mambo Taxi met at a Gallon Drunk gig. That was our common thing. We all loved Gallon Drunk. And funnily enough, we ended up on their label. But we were all definitely feminists. A lot of the songs, it's pretty much all primarily Laney's lyrics, and a lot of them are very much from a female point of view. A lot of them are quite not sort of so much political, but personal political, if you know what I mean. And then when bands like Huggy Bear got going, we just got on really well, and we ended up playing with them all the time. People would assume, because we played with Huggy Bear, that we had a manifesto, as they had a kind of manifesto, and we'd say no, because we didn't. We all had very different opinions about what it meant to be a feminist and what it meant to be a girl in a band. So, for example, we get asked to do female only gigs. 2 of us wanted to, 2 of us didn't. And there was, you know, we used to have discussions about that. And I'd end up doing the door for the female only gigs. So rather than playing them,
did you consider yourself Riot Girls, or is it just, or what was that? You know, because
okay, so I once was talking to Nikki from Huggy Bear, and we were talking about what she said. As far as she was concerned, a Riot Girl wasn't a thing or a person. It was kind of a a call to arms. It was like riot, girl, go for it, girl, do what you want, girl, cause a scene, cause a commotion, go for it, make yourself heard. Not you are this thing. You don't need to label yourself as a thing or define yourself as this thing, but this is a thing you do, which I always quite liked that.
Yeah. And I guess, I mean, musically, you sort of came more out of the kind of garage rock sort of.
Very much 60s pop, very much my thing. Through the 90s, Britpop, no. Grunge, no. I was at the Headcoats every week, and the Headcoatees.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean,
as were actually quite a lot of Huggy Bear used to at the Headcoats and the Headcoatees. You'd see Huggy Bear and quite a lot of those bands. So yeah.
And then since Mambo Taxi, I mean, I'm always joking that I'm in all the bands, but I mean, you've also been in all the bands.
I am also in all the bands, Charley. Yes.
And I've got on my wall from 10 years ago. So I've got a rock family tree that one of my friends made me for my birthday, and loads of the bands on that are yours. And I've written down what I've got from there. I've got Mambo Taxi, Phantom Pregnancies, Baby Birkin, Family Wave, Action Time, Shlalalas, A-Lines, We're Wonders, the Nuns, and then there's others been since, and I mean, I'm sure there's probably ones missed out from there. Who have I missed out?
Manic Cough, they were an all-girl band. They were great. I used to go and see them, and I really loved them, and then their bassist left, so I joined. I'm quite often the last one to join, and then I get to be the bassist when I'm the last one to join.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everyone wants to be the guitarist or something.
Best instrument.
It's okay. I can't really hear it. My hearing's terrible, and I can't really hear the bass. The band I play bass in at the moment, the singer will say, "Oh, Delia, that's wrong," and I can't hear it. He has to explain to me why it's wrong. I can't actually hear it. So slightly not quite right, but you know.
Because you play like guitar, bass, and drums in bands, don't you? You play all.
I say quantity, not quality.
Yes, love that.
So,
and of course, you and me both play in the Nuns or Nuns.
We do.
But maybe you'd like to tell the listeners about the Nuns for those who are not familiar with this.
So, okay, there was a band in the 60s. They were American soldiers, and they went to Germany, and they started a band. As a band called the Monks. They shaved little tonsures in their heads. They wore robes and ropes around their neck, kind of quite an austere look, but quite an eye-worthy catching look. And their sound was and is unique. It's a mixture of krautrock or cosmete, however you want to say it, noise, avant-garde, punk, garage punk, nihilism. It's absolutely amazing. If you can play it to people and they'll think it's contemporary, and they'll say this is from 1960s, and you're like, yeah, look, you can go on YouTube and see video footage of German beat shows, and there's all the little mods trying to dance to it, and it's like and also musically it is. There's no 4/4. There's 4/4, but the bars are 7 long and 9.5 long. It's most music, even if you don't read music or learn it, you can sort of feel it. You can anticipate the chorus. If you're dancing, you know, if it's a song you kind of know, you know when the stops are coming, you know when the chorus is going to kick in. You know, you go to a disco, you can see everyone getting ready to do the work to sing along. Monks, that's not happening. Everything's too long and too short. It's all wrong, and it's incredibly right for being wrong.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on. What?
No, you're going to say and
the Nuns. I think it was Andrea and Banjo Debbie. Both worked in Toxica Record Shop, which is an amazing secondhand record shop. that was in Portobello Road, run by Nick Brown, who used to run Clawfish that Mambo Tattoo was signed to. Everything is connected. And they wanted to have this monks tribute band as a kind of project, a one-off project. And I got involved in that. And then we did a gig, and it's just not, people keep on asking us to do gigs, and we keep thinking, that's it, it's over. And then someone's Toby from Dictionary Pudding, which is an excellent promotions company, wanted to put out a record. So we're like, all right, bloody hell, if you really want to. And we did that. And then State Records did a single. We got some unreleased tracks from Eddie Shaw from the Monks, and we reworked them, and we did a little single on State.
So let's now hear a track by the Nuns from the album None More Black. We've got Shut Up, I think, haven't we, Cassie? Let's see that. To the Loud Women Show on A Louder Than War Radio, and you just heard Shut Up by the Nuns, or Ye Nuns. That was the Nuns, which is a band that that I'm in with Delia. And Delia, I'm not always in the Nuns, though. I'm the stunt nun, aren't I? And I'm gutted because I'm going to miss the shows we're doing that are coming up. But maybe you want to tell the listeners about the shows that are coming up. I don't know.
Okay, so we have the Nuns coming up in Brighton on Friday the 26th of May. That's for Stay Sick with the Head Shrinkers. And then they're playing the Lexington, which is an excellent venue. Absolutely beautifully run, I think you'll find, on Saturday the 27th of May. And that is with Lord Rochester, which is a band with Saskia in, who recently wrote a book about the girls on the Medway scene, like the Delmonas and the Head Coatees, and she's in that band. Yeah, so there we go. That's for Nuns. Was shut up a hint to me, Charlie Stone?
No, it wasn't, Delia. You're all right.
Okay.
But so yeah, you promote loads of gigs too, and you've been involved with booking bands for like years and years now. I mean, what do you think has changed, if anything, in sort of the live music scene in terms of, like, you know, the kind of, I mean, people are still coming to gigs, which amazes me, but I mean, ticket prices haven't really gone up, have they?
Well, there's a gig that's recently rescheduled, and I was looking at that actually, and the ticket price did go up quite a lot. But on the whole, people still don't want to pay very much to see bands. And I mean, it seems like a lot of prices of things have gone up, but support bands still get £50, which is not even enough to cover one band practice. And ticket prices, if a sort of small gig is more than £7 or £8, people start kicking off. So I don't know, nothing changes, sadly.
No, well, I mean, there's more, I think you must, I mean, I feel like there's definitely more women and more diversity in general in terms of lineups these days than there was 30 years ago. What do you reckon?
It's really difficult because you say that, and or I say that, and then you look at, there was damn it, there was a festival recently that got highlighted on Facebook, and people were saying, but didn't that headliner get called out for being a dodge pot? And it's like, yeah, he was. That was never resolved. And then all of the support bands were blokes as well, which was a bit. There's still too many. There's still too many of them. I think. There's stuff I'll tell you off air later.
Okay.
But I do my best to if there's female bands or bands, non-white, non-blokey bands that want to play, I'll do my best to help them. I won't not help a straight white bloke band, but I am more inclined to try and redress the balance.
Well, isn't there this, I mean, we've got a track coming up from a band you recommended, Ribbon Stage, who I think you said they're playing at the Lexington soon. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, they are playing. And I saw that they were playing. They've been supporting Bikini Kill on some shows in America, which obviously made them of interest. And then my friend Sean from Rough Trade Shop, who has excellent taste in music, asked me if he could book them in at the Lexington. So I then went and listened. I thought, oh, brilliant. Yeah, they sound really good. And so they are actually playing the Lexington on a date, which I should have written down. But hey, you've all got the internet. Look it up. Go on the Lexington's website and look it up. And in support is Ex Void, who are brilliant, really, really good. And first on is Ray Aggs, who's been in Shopping and Trash
Kit, Sacred Paws,
all those, and she's amazing. So that is a really good triple bill. That is just quality pop.
Excellent. Well, let's play a track from them, and then we've got a track from another band you're recommending, so we'll come back in a second.
Excellent.
Crashing into nightmares.
do, right? I hate to watch you leave. But I have to want to walk away, sweetheart!
You're listening to the Loud Women show on Louder Than War Radio. You just heard Lamrhari Girls with White Fan, and before that we had Ribbon Stage with Dead End Descent. Both of those tracks were suggestions by Delia Sparrow, who is our special guest today. And Delia, you've got both of those bands playing at the Lexington, I see.
We certainly do.
So I've just looked at the Ribbon Stage gig with X-Void and Drayags is on June the 24th.
Yes.
And then you've got Lamrhari Girls on the 31st of May.
Yes.
Want to tell us anything about the Lamrhari Girls show?
Lamrhari Girls, they supported Panic Shack, who were another all-girl band who played the Lexington, who are excellent. I mean, they're amazing. They're more kind of post-punky sort of thing. And Lamrhari Girls supported. And when they were sound checking, I was just chatting to them a bit, and I just really liked them as people, and I was really excited to see them play. I got to see a tiny bit of their set before I had to run off to practice or something, but and then someone asked if they could put them on here, and I was like, brilliant, definitely. And I really like their strong political stance, but then also strong sense of humor running through it as well, proving that you can make a point, but you don't have to be, politics doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be dry. It can have really be funny at the same time, and they proved that very well, I think.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So what about you though, Delia? Apart from when we spoke about the Nuns are playing a gig, couple of gigs that I sadly can't be at, but what else? Tell us about your other current bands and stuff you've got going on.
So I play drums in a band called the Dagadebs, which is a kind of like a pub rock trio. It's the easy go-to is Susie Quattro fronting Dr. Feelgood, and I play drums in that, and that's a really easy band to be in. We can just go anywhere. We don't even really need to sound check. It's a very basic, what they call a power trio.
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh. But anyway, so we're playing in Matlock. Don't ask me where that is, but Matlock, one of them lives near there. And then we're also playing in Manchester in June and July. So Google is your friend, and you can find out more about that. We're playing a festival called Exile Fest, which I was like, it sounds quite punky. And I Googled it, and all the other bands are kind of harps and dungarees. So be quite interesting to see how we fit into that. It'd be great. They'll love it.
Cool.
Yes. And then the other band I play bass in is Bruno and the Outrageous Methods of Presentation. And that is the first band I've been in with no other women.
Wow, really? But you've been in so many bands. That's pretty impressive.
They've always managed to have another lady in. And I can tell you the main difference between men and women in bands is all men bands talk about farts more.
I knew that was true, and he must be super good if you're in a band with him and there's no other companionship. But I'm sure he understands your excellent humor anyway.
I get on with Bruno very well. He's an excellent person.
I like Bruno a lot too. I recommend both of those bands. We've got a track from the Dagadebs actually to play out with. We've got Ain't Worth the Time we're going to play in a moment.
That's one of my favourites.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Delia. And,
thank you for having me. Sorry if I talk too much, but I always do.
No, it's cool. I can hear there's a band on in the Lexington at the moment there. I just heard a bit of a rumble from downstairs. So it's probably good timing that we're stopping now.
That's a band called West Midlands.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, great to see you. Thanks so much for chatting.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so
Nice-
much, Stevie.
Nice
We
to
love
see you again and meet you others. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you soon.
See ya.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. Empty space is not a whole lot to say. Leaving all kinds of
You're listening to the Louder Than Radio show on Louder Than What Radio. You just heard the Jaggedebs from our wonderful guest, Delia Sparrow. The Jaggedebs, Ain't Worth the Time, followed by a new one by Thandie, A Beat to Make It Better. And then a brand new one from Fraulein called Brand New. And there's a wonderful new video for that, I believe, as well. So check that out. Thank you so much to our lovely panel for coming along and joining us today. Thank you so much, Charley. And thank you so much, Donya and Ngaire and Kirsten. And thank you so much, Delia, for coming and joining us. What's everyone's plans for the week?
I'm going to go and work at the Lexington this weekend. That's what I'm planning.
Ooh. That sounds like an excellent thing to do.
I'm playing a gig tomorrow at the Lafayette with Bruno.
Well, not tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
In the past, we're now on Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've travelled through time.
I played a gig last Thursday. It was amazing. Everyone went wild. I was carried around the room on chariots of gold with flames bursting out my arse. Is that live? Sorry. Oops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have missed it. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's pick of the month, so you can definitely see it.
I think I'm gonna have a fest, digging out all my clawfist, Ouija, Too Pure, and come on, what was that label that Ouija had a relationship? Discord.
Oh, how about Slamped? Dig out your old Slamped.
Slamped as well. Oh my God, Tsunami were on Slamped, weren't they? Were they?
It was Golden Starlet, International, Jet Set, Milky Wimp Shake.
Milky Wimp Shake. Yes.
I think you're just making up band names.
Avocado,
Come on.
Avocado Baby.
Oh God. Advocate. Yes. This is what I need to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Since I'm so ancient and I can barely move, that is a most splendid thing to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little plaything on my phone. Then I'm going to take it out to the garden with the earphones and do digging.
Excellent.
I'm digging up weeds and I get great joy from going all the way to the root, to the pointy bit. I feel it's and then I come up and do admin as well. It's all witchy. I'm doing the roots of everything. Deal with it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
On that bombshell.
What about you, Kirsten and Dula? Because they're young and exciting. What are you doing at the week? For the rest of the weekend? Or...
I'm DJing. I'm doing a drum and bass set at an event called Ecstatic Dub in Bristol. I'm really excited.
Wow.
Bristol. Is that where you're from?
I live in Glastonbury, Delia, but yeah, so
okay.
Bristol.
Oh my God, you live in Glastonbury. Do you go and get the water, the woman's water?
Like the white spring water, I drink that every day.
Do you?
Every day. I don't drink tap water anymore.
I fed my child on that when she was growing up and had her shoes made from that place in Glastonbury High Street.
I've got some of the water in my fridge at the moment.
Have you?
Really?
Yeah, I just thought if I'm going to be a single mum, I'll go for the full witch and run to
Witch
Somerset
mode
and get help.
activated.
You're talking
Now
about...
I'm back in London because she's 24 and scary.
So the witch's water, vodka, right?
Well, that's the thing. Witches agree to disagree because they never agree on anything. They're completely different. All women are different.
Queens of chaos. And the other lady.
Kirsten, what are you up to?
Well, I think Donya is really covering the excitement part of the young and exciting, because I will be attempting to yet again throw off this blooming cold or whatever disease has fallen upon me.
Poor thing. But you've got pets.
Oranges to Kirsten.
Someone sent her some witchy water.
Yes.
Spring water is
Apparently
coming
good
your
witchy
way.
water. It's supposed to have extra iron or something in it. There's 2. But anyway, if I went there now, I'd be shouting at everybody about binary assumptions and giving lectures in the garden in my dungarees. But
Excellent
please
work.
go there.
It was
Yeah,
very
come to
good place to raise a
Glastonbury
kid when you're on your own.
Let's play out with another band with an amazing name. This is Clip Drip. This is a new one from our faves from Brighton. This is New Boy. Thanks a lot, everyone. Stay loud.
I sold a pedal just to pay for counseling only yesterday. Then lied about my mental state. I make you worried. Why are you looking straight at me? I only fuck so that I can be seen. Why are you looking straight at me? You make me worried. Sometimes I think that we're in love. I just don't think that that's enough. I don't have his hands or hair on my chest. That makes you worried. Stop trying to push self-love on me. I just remembered how to breathe. Stop trying to push yourself on me. You make me worried. I'm walking out of the front door. Gonna try the whole leave you haunting more. Just like our parents did before. I make you worried. You then decided I was wrong, so I just put you in the song. Or you can choose to sing along, or just be worried. I only scream sex because I'm desperate for connection. Round of applause, and he walks out the door.
You're listening to Louder Than War Radio. Join me, Audrey Golden, on Wednesdays at 11 p.m. for Breaking Glass, the show that highlights trailblazing women in music.
His bed was warm. I fell for him, and his kiss